Hey guys, 828 Find Adventure. I'm gonna hook up a dash cam to the rear of the Toyota 4Runner. I can direct wire it now to the 12-volt plug in the back. Eventually, I'm going to run a wire to the front and plug it in to the OBD so it always has parking mode. Let me show you what I bought to do that. Let me just show you what I've put together here. This has taken me a while to gather up all the parts that I needed for this. But first thing I got is, this is the USB wire that I will use to run all the way from the OBD port at the front of the vehicle down by the footwell and the steering column. And this is a USB, but it is a flat cord, and this should be fine. I should be able to plug it in. It also has the micro for the end, so I can plug this right into the dash cam. So I should be able to run that. It's long enough. It's like, I don't know, 20 feet, or let's see what this is. It doesn't say, but anyways, yeah, it doesn't say. Anyhow, I should be able to run this all the way to the back. I'll still have some left over. I'll coil that up and hide it. And then I will have constant power. So how will I do that with the OBD port? Well, let me show you what I got. So from here, you can see it's the flat USB to micro that'll plug into the camera. I'm going again, I like the Garmin Minis. I picked one up that was refurbished, so I'm gonna use that. So there we have the cord, the power wire. Then we have, now there's a couple of different ones of this. This one's by Garmin. I just like Garmin quality, so I spent about $10 more and I got this. And what this does is it plugs into your OBD port, has a double USB, so you can run 2 cameras off of this if you want. My front one already has parking mode and such, so it's fine. And on the back here, you have 10 minutes, 24 hours, or it's constantly on. And you can just set it to what you want. Of course, you know, it has automatic shut off if your battery gets low. They all have that. You can get aftermarkets of this. And they are cheaper, but I ordered one and returned it. I noticed the plastic quality was a little cheaper. And I'm just like, well, you know, that's not for me. So there we have that. I also got, I always get one of these for the Garmin Mini. And what it is, this is not the Garmin one, it's aftermarket. But let me show you what I got here. If I can get it out of this box. Basically, it is a lens cap. Let's see if I can get this open. Right there. This goes over the lens. It's anti-glare. And, you know, through your windshield is always all that glare. So you don't want to, you know, you don't want to, like, want to catch something on video, but there's the sun's shining through and messes up your footage. Because you never know what you're going to get. You might get that $1 million video, that viral video. You know, if your camera's not working or doesn't film right, and you're going to be really disappointed. I'm always hoping one day, you know, Bigfoot will run out in front of the car and I'll get it on video. So this is just an anti-glare lens cover. I put those on all the cameras. It just seems to help with the footage. And, you know, sometimes I use the footage in the videos. It depends, you know, if I'm filming, driving the car or whatever. So that's that. And then I just got the refurbished Garmin Mini. And I guess these come from Garmin. They've been refinished, refurbished. And you get the camera, and they give you the cigarette lighter plug, and they give you 2 cords. One is very long, and one's just a little bit shorter. They give you all the mounts, the directions, and everything you need to plug that up. And that's what I'm going to do right now. But I'm not going to go and do the OBD yet. I'll do that in a second video, because to run that wire, I'm probably either going to have to fish something or remove a lot of panels. That's going to make for a very long video. Let me just show you one thing first, since I'm not running it all the way back to have parking mode today. and I will show you how to plug that OBD up and where it is. Down under here, if you look, there's your OBD right there. See that white thing with the plugs? And then I will have this, and that just plugs up into that. And that's it. So, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but there you go. So you can see it just plugs up there. Then you have this wire here, which has the USB. And you can plug two things and have it on parking mode. So it works great. Again, I'm not going to run that wire from the front to the back today with the OBD. It's just, that would just make for too long a video. When I get that done, I will explain what I did. I'll do an update on the camera and everything and show you, basically give you a breakdown on how I ran it and if I had any trouble or anything like that. But I used one of these OBD port parking mode things in our Golf GTI, and seems to work fine. You know, it catches footage. You know, if somebody bumps the car or anything like that, or there's a loud noise outside the car, it captures it on the dash cam. Let's try to get this camera installed, and let me show you how I'm going to attach it right inside the window there. And the little attachment I got, a lot of people are making different ones. This one that I have was just supposed to slide. There's a push pin in the roof in the center. You're supposed to be able to pull that pin out, which was very difficult. It actually broke it. And it said you were supposed to like use a push pin to hold this up. That's not going to work. The way the metal from the roof comes down about an inch on this metal piece, it's kind of like a W, and the push pin goes up into the center of one of the points that comes down in the W, if you get what I'm saying. You couldn't, it just wouldn't work. The headliner kind of moves back and forth like this, and you're trying to press that in, and you've got this 1/8-inch piece of plastic that you're trying to up in there to so you have a piece of plastic to attach the dash cam to, because you can't do it to the window because it goes up and down. So what I did was I got a screw, and it was like a 10 millimeter. It was out of I think it was a fender liner screw or something like that. But anyways, it had a coarse enough thread to where it grabbed perfect. And I just used that to screw up into that metal piece that's like the W shape and put it in. Now be careful pulling down your headliner to look in there, because the headliner is kind of brittle and you don't want to break it. Wouldn't be that noticeable if you cracked it because the material's not going to tear. But anyways, just be careful. Always use finesse and you'll get it done. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, can you see that plastic thing right there? That's what I bought. Somebody 3D printed it, and that's where the push pin was supposed to go, but of course it wouldn't. It broke, and it was impossible. I tried other push pins. I just couldn't get them to work. So I used a screw. Works fine. I'm going to double stick tape the camera to this. I'm going to treat it, clean it real well, and that's where I'm going to attach it. And, you know, Garmin gives you everything you need basically there. I'm going to use alcohol to clean it. Their little mount does have double stick tape on it, but it's not the best. So I'm going to use an industrial hook and loop that I have, and they seem to hold up better in different temperatures. But you can see that, how that went on, and it's fine. I think it'll do the job, and I centered it. You know, it's good. So let's get that camera attached to it. This is 90% rubbing alcohol, and I always treat with that first. I'm going to use some of this industrial hook and loop tape. I'll just put a little bit on the mount of the Garmin. Let me show you that. So basically, I have this, you know, this camera right here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and get that lens out. Not sure why they put it in all this packaging. It's just a little lens cover. I've bought ones before, did not come with all this stuff. Basically, you just pull that little protective piece off, and you just put this on here. There we go. that's it. That's the lens protector over the Garmin. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna cut a couple of small square pieces, the same size. Always put this away, and I also like to keep it in a climate controlled area to keep it warm. Then I'm going to take this piece of the hook and loop and this, which is the mount for the camera, and I'm going to put it on there like that. Squeeze it down really good. Get that attached. Then I'm going to cut the excess off. There we go. Yeah, I was supposed to get a memory card with this. I don't see it. Maybe I put it somewhere else. I'll go get it. See what I can do with those. But let's go ahead and get it mounted up first. Okay. So now I have this piece. This goes in the vehicle. So let's go do that. Okay. So I have put the double stick tape, also the hook and loop up right here. These plastic pieces are shiny, and they're 3D printed, so they have like a texture. So you need to make sure you press that double stick tape on really good, because in temperature changes and such, it will come off. So let's do that. We got that. All right, and let's get the camera and put it on there. Okay, so here we have the camera. Put my memory card in there. I like to use over 100. This is a 128. If you can watch this, I'm going to try to get this the best I can. And look at that. Now we have a camera. Now, you will have to watch loading things in here. There are different cameras you can get. That might be a little more low profile, but like I said, I like to use these Garmin's. They seem to work pretty good. So now we have that. We need to get the some wire in. So let's get some of that wire. And this time, I'm just going to do it right down here. I've got a 12-volt plug right here. So right here. That's all I'm going to use. Boom. Now, I'm not sure. I mean, this cord looks really long. Let me see what else we got here. This one's a little shorter. Let's see. I'll run it through my fingers like that. It helps get those wrinkles out. See that? So there you go. Look at that. Plenty space there. The problem is, like, where am I going to tuck this? So, I mean, like right now. So if I put this in here. Okay, I can run it up like that. There you go. Look at that. See that? I don't know if you see where I'm running that. So we have the camera here. I've run the wire to right here. Look at that. So That's not going anywhere. I don't need this big clumsy wiring all over the place. But that's basically all you got to do. Let's get some close-ups. So as you can see, there's my front one. It's in parking mode, and I just opened the door and it came on. So it's always in parking mode, so which is really nice. So let's go check out the back one and how it works. So here's the finished product. It's a Garmin Mini that I got refurbished. And you can see I used some double stick or some hook and loop double stick Velcro type tape, industrial strength. But it all mounted just fine. You could probably make yourself a mount. Again, that push pin broke on the way out, so I had to use a screw, but a screw worked fine. You can see I ran the wire under the trim there, all the way down. You can see it comes out here. Now, I can do a better job than that, and I ran it down to that right there. I could go behind this plastic here and all of this. We'll see what I do when I get that other wire in. So I have parking mode. I wish they had parking mode that you could just plug right there, like an inline parking mode. So you could have, it'd be easy, parking mode adapter. Maybe somebody will make one. Be easy enough. Donger makes one that just plugs in, but it's an inline for your harness that's existing. Well, this is just a quick and easy mod of putting this camera in the back. I've done it to other vehicles. I just wanted to share with you the little things I had and that I put together over the last couple of months to kind of pull this together, and what I'm going to do to make it have parking mode in the future. It's a good thing to have, you know, in case somebody hits you from the rear or whatever. And once you have parking mode, you never know the way people are these days. If they bump into your car, you know, maybe if they back into it or something, you can get that on recorded, get it recorded, and then call your insurance company and give them the information. But that's what I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw everything I used, the double stick Velcro and all that, and you get something out of this, maybe some tips or whatever. Like I said, it's really easy. Be careful buying those 3D printed little pieces that go up here to hold your camera. Some of them are, you know, I think the idea is there, but they're not quite refined. And, you know, maybe you can do some little fabrication to it to make it work better, or make your own. That's all I got for you today. Check out my links under the video. I'll have links to everything that how I pulled this together, everything I used, and that's it. I'll see you next time. See ya.